You're already an e-commerce business doing high seven figures and you're trying to hit that 8-figure mark. You have the resources to do it. So I recommend investing into a strategy like this if you're trying to hit that benchmark.
Hello everybody, welcome to Search. This week we will talk about how to scale your e-commerce business beyond 8 figures using microsite strategies. Now Joe, we have implemented a couple of times and it's not easy. It's a lot of resources, it's a lot of effort, but it works. When you look at different brands that are getting into different product categories, it's important for you to be niche, right? Yet you can only target so many keyword universes on your website if you are selling, parts for cars, parts for trucks, parts for motorcycles. And this conversation keeps happening where we say, why don't we build a series of microsites that then feed one large site? Talk to us about this structure.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is a great strategy. If you're stuck and you're trying to hit that 8-figure mark, you have the resources. Let's reinvest those resources into building these niche websites. These niche websites are going to be specific to a category of product that you sell. Let's say you have 10,000 SKUs on your site, and let's say you have roughly 2,000 SKUs per category. 2,000 SKUs is enough to have its own microsite, right? That's enough content, enough product to be able to build its own site. Now, the benefit of this is that now because you're only targeting this one category of product, your relevance, your visibility for those products that fall within that category are going to be sky high in a short period of time, because you're not diluting your authority, your keyword visibility on all of these other categories and all these other products that your site carries. And so by doing so, you're essentially labeling yourself as a specialist for a specific topic or category of product. And what we've seen is this has been very beneficial because of the amount of time it takes you to then get to the top of page one for these microsites. It's a lot faster than trying to build a giant.
Correct. So from an organic visibility standpoint, it's easier to rank for these specific terms if you are focusing on that niche. And I would say, again, the same example, if you're just selling automobile parts or car parts or motorcycle parts versus maybe you specialize in just one brand of car, or maybe you specialize in just F-150 truck parts, right? If you do F150truckparts.com, and if you actually put resources onto that, then it's very, very possible that you get to $1 million a lot faster than you would on your site, because they would be lost in your site, right? With 30,000 SKUs, let's say. So the trick here is really building the structure. The only challenge is in the back end, because you're managing multiple products, multiple inventories through multiple microsites, you have to have the right platform and you have to have the right integration so you don't run into issues. You want to talk to us shortly about that, how we make that possible?
Absolutely. So what we need is one centralized inventory management system that will then be able to communicate to each and every one of the microsites, as well as we'll call it the parent site, to be able to track inventory and update inventory properly, as well as integrated with fulfillment, so we know which products are getting shipped from what warehouse and where that order is coming in through. So again, all of this has to be done on the back end in order for this to work properly. But again, you're already an e-commerce business doing high seven figures and you're trying to hit that 8-figure mark. You have the resources to do it. So I recommend investing into a strategy like this if you're trying to hit that benchmark.
Yep. Not to mention the fact that you could, and I'm just going to talk about the business or wealth or finance side of it, you could build these as separate entities. If you have 5 microsites doing $1 million each, and each one of them is doing, let's say, $300,000 in net profit, you're sitting on more wealth. You're sitting on more opportunity. You have now 5 sites that are very visible, bringing in millions of dollars. If you feel like one of them as a competitor, you can approach that competitor. He'll probably approach you, and you can offload that one for what? For the 3 times, 5 times, sometimes 8 times EBITDA for the right niche and for the right buyer. It just becomes a different type of process and a different type of business wealth.
Yeah, Absolutely.
Contact us if you have more questions about this microsite strategy, because not a lot of people do it at the high level. I mean, if you look at businesses like Amazon, Amazon buys Whole Foods, Amazon buys Blink, Amazon has Alexa, it's a similar strategy, but at a lower level. Contact us. We're happy to help you out. We'll talk to you next week.